Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. There is something I want to let you know about the TME 419 cassava. This is how the TME 419 cassava is. It normally be straight in line and green throughout. Many doesn't know how the thing looks like. This is TME 419. All of them are TME 419. Let me tell you how it looks like. Then this one is, see how the thing looks like. All the body is greenish in color. The stem is green, the leaf is green, and down the stem you will see something like whitish. This thing is about let me call it it's not up to let me call it 2 months now, this cassava, or I'm not sure it's up to 2 months, because I first plant cassava, corn first before planting it. Then let me say 2.5 months, then I'll start harvesting my cassava, my corn. Then this cassava, the maturity, once you give it a adequate fertilizer, like this one now, it's going to mature. Like this one, it says now, let me call it 2 months now. It's going to mature in 8 months when you give it enough fertilizer. But you can harvest it, let me say 6 months or 7 months. If you want to make a use of it, you can harvest it. But 8 months, you will get a lot of starch on it. It's like in form of this corn now. If you harvest corn early, when it do not form enough starch, you are not going to get anything. But once you form enough starch, you are going to get enough starch. It's same thing with this one. This one is the highest starch in cassava. This one has a lot of starch on it. Once it reaches 8 months, it's okay to harvest. You can leave it to 9 months and others. I'm telling the fact, 9 months, 10 months, but 11 months, try and harvest it that 11 months. Because if you give it enough fertilizer, like the one I planted, 10, 11 months, they started rotting because it matured early. But if your land is a land that you do not add organic material and inorganic material, it can reach to 11 to 12 months. But this one is, once you put this fertilizer, inorganic or organic, I'm telling you the fact that you have to harvest it on time. This is how the thing looks like. If you want to know, it normally be straight in line. The cassava, see how it looks like, straight. All of them normally be in straight line, but it can divide. Let me say 95% of it normally grows straight, 5% can divide. Let me show you the one that divide here. You can see it here, this particular one. See it here, you see it how we divide here. It divide from this side. This one is TME 419, is just divide, but you can check here, you can't see them, but mainly it's normally be in straight line. Why it normally be in straight line? You can intercrop anything under it. I'm telling the fact, you can intercrop beans, or this one is best to intercrop any crop you want to plant under. Let me show you this particular one, like this one here. You can intercrop anything, like you first plant the cassava, then plant your this thing, transplant your onions. Once you transplant your onions there, the cassava, let me say within 2 months, like this one, once it reaches 2 months, that time your onions have already reached, because you nurse your onions for 6 weeks or 1 month, let me call it 6 weeks. Then you transplant it there. When you plant your cassava, in next 6 weeks, before it reaches this kind of 2 months, I'm telling the fact. Before you know what is going on, your onions have already matured. Then you harvest the onions. The onions you do not need this one gives a lot of shade, because this one I do not give it enough space. That's why I plant it single, then bring it together. There is no any problem. I plant it 1 foot, but this one is okay. But you can intercrop anything under it here. You can intercrop onions. Like 6 weeks, your onions is ready. You harvest your onions before this thing will reach at this level. By 6 weeks, you don't harvest onions. Onions is 3 months. That time for that nursery on, you will put it that nursery on 3 weeks. Then you transplant it another making 3 weeks. Before you know it, you have already harvested it. I'm telling the fact. This is the easiest way of intercrop. You can use this TME 419 if you are in Nigeria. If there is any question you can ask me about cassava, you can easily ask. But this one is the best. I hope you enjoyed this channel. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.